Hello friends, how are you? Hope all of you are fine. Let's start today's topic, which is mining about the Bitcoin. Okay, we have seen the transaction, economy, legal issue, and general section, frequently asked question, and etc. Today our topic will be mining, how mining work, Bitcoin mining is waste of energy, isn't it or not? Uh, let's start today's topic. Welcome to my channel, New Seasons. I am really proud that all of you seeing my videos and requesting you to please like, comment, and subscribe my channel. Okay, and let's start today's discussion. Here is mining section. The first question of mining section is what is Bitcoin mining? Let's see what they say. Mining is the process of spending computing power of processed transaction, secure the network, and keep everyone in the system synchronized together. It can be perceived like the Bitcoin data center, except that it has been designed to be fully decentralized with miners operating in all countries and no individual having control over the network. This process is referred to as mining as an analogy to coal mining because it is also a temporary mechanism used to issue new bitcoins. Unlike gold mining, however, Bitcoin mining provides a reward in exchange for useful services required to operate a secure payment network. Mining will still be required after the last Bitcoin is issued. Okay. The second question of mining section: how does Bitcoin mining work? Okay. This section will say how does Bitcoin mining work. Anybody can become a Bitcoin miner by running software with specialized hardware. Mining software listens for transaction broadcast through the peer-to-peer network and performs appropriate tasks to process and confirm this transaction. Bitcoin miners perform this work because they can earn transaction fees paid by users for faster transaction processing, and newly created bitcoins issued into existence according to a fixed formula. For a new transaction to be confirmed, they need to be included in a block along with a mathematical proof of work. Such proofs are very hard to generate because there is no way to create them. For new transaction to be confirmed, they need to be included in a block along with a mathematical proof of work. Such proofs are very hard to generate because there is no way to create them other than by trying with billions of calculations per second. This requires miners to perform this calculation before their blocks are accepted by the network and before they are rewarded. As more people start to mine, the difficulty of finding valid blocks is automatically increased by the network to ensure that the average time to find a block remains equals to 10 minutes. As a result, mining is a very competitive business where no individual miner can control what is included in the blockchain. Okay, the proof of work is also designed to depend on the previous block to force a chronological order in the blockchain. And this is the so much important characteristics that is blockchain is chronological. Okay, and this makes it exponentially difficult to reverse previous transaction because this requires the recalculation of the proofs of work of all the subsequent blocks. When two blocks are found at the same time, miners work on the first block they receive and switch to longest chain of blocks as soon as the next block is found. This allows mining to secure and maintain a global consensus based on the processing power. Bitcoin miners are neither able to cheat the increasing their own reward nor process fraudulent transactions that could corrupt the Bitcoin network because all Bitcoin nodes would reject any block that contains invalid data as per the rules of the Bitcoin protocol. Consequently, the Bitcoin remains secure even if not all Bitcoin miners can be trusted. Okay. The second last is isn't Bitcoin mining a waste of energy? What do you think? Spending energy to secure and operate a payment system is hardly a waste like any other payment service. The use of Bitcoin entails processing cost, services necessary for the operation of currently widespread monetary system, such as banks, credit cards, and armed vehicles, also use a lot of energy. Although, unlike bitcoins, their total energy consumption is not transparent and cannot be as easily measured. Bitcoin mining has been designed to become more optimized over time with specialized hardware consuming less energy, and the operating cost of mining should continue to be proportional to demand. When Bitcoin mining becomes too competitive and less profitable, some miners choose to stop their activities. Furthermore, all energy expended mining is eventually transformed into heat, and the most profitable miners will be those who have put this heat to good use. An optimally efficient mining network is one that isn't actually consuming any extra energy. While this is an ideal and the economics of mining are such that miners individually strive toward it. Okay. The next one is how does mining help secure Bitcoin? Okay. Mining creates the equivalent of the competitive lottery that makes it very difficult for anyone to consecutively add new blocks of transaction into the blockchain. This protects the neutrality of the network by preventing any individual or gaining the power to block certain transactions. This is also prevents any individual from replacing parts of the blockchain to roll back their own spends, which could be used to defraud other users. Mining makes it exponentially more difficult to reverse a past transaction by requiring the rewriting of the all blocks following this transaction. The last question is this section of mining. What do I need to start mining? Okay. What do you think? Do you think about the mining? I think let's see what they say. In the early days of Bitcoin, anyone could find a new block using their computer CPU. As more and more people started mining, the difficulty of finding new blocks increased greatly to the point where the only cost-effective method of mining today is using specialized hardware. You can visit bitcoinmining.com or more info to get more information. Okay, let's see what they say at bitcoinmining.com. Here, what we have, it's better and that in a video I have to describe all things about the Bitcoin mining or Bitcoin mining and how blockchain works with the mining. Okay, and let's continue to this last section is the security. Security. This is too much important to us that how secure is Bitcoin. Okay, let's see what they say. Is Bitcoin secure? The Bitcoin technology, the protocol, and the cryptography has a strong security track record. Okay, and the Bitcoin network is probably the biggest distributed computing project in the world. Bitcoin's most common vulnerability is in user error. Bitcoin wallet files that store the necessary private keys can be accidentally deleted, lost, or stolen. This is pretty similar to physical cash stored in a digital form. Fortunately, users can employ sound security practices to protect their money or use service providers that offer good level of security and insurance against theft or loss. Okay. The second one is, hasn't Bitcoin been hacked in the past? You know that hackers are seeing all of sites and they're trying to hack everything. Okay, let's see. Bitcoin been hacked in the past. Okay, the rules of the protocol and cryptography used for Bitcoin are still working years after its inception, which is a good indication that the concept is well designed. However, security flaws have been found and fixed over time in various software implementation. Like any other form of software, the security is Bitcoin software depends on the extent with which problems are found and fixed. The more such issues are discovered, the more Bitcoin is gaining maturity. Okay, you think for the time being everything gaining the maturity, Bitcoin also gaining the maturity in security section. Okay, there are often misconceptions about theft and security breaches that happened on diverse exchanges and business. Although these events are unfortunate, none of them involve Bitcoin itself being hacked, nor imply inherent flaws in Bitcoin. Just like a bank robbery doesn't mean that the dollar is compromised. However, it is accurate to say that a complete set of good practice and institute security solution is needed to give users better protection of their money and to reduce the general risks of theft and loss. Over the course of the last few years, such security features have quickly developed, such as wallet encryption, offline wallets, hardware wallets, and multi-signature transactions. Could users collect against Bitcoin? It is important that let's see what they say. It is not possible to change the Bitcoin protocol that easily. Any Bitcoin client that doesn't comply with the same rules cannot enforce their own rules on their users as per the current specification. Double sending is not possible on same blockchain, and neither is spending bitcoins without a valid signature. Therefore, it is not possible to generate uncontrolled amount of bitcoin out of thin air, spend other users' fund, corrupt the network, or anything similar. Okay, that's why Bitcoin, how secure Bitcoin. Okay, however, powerful miners could arbitrarily choose to block or reverse recent transactions. A majority of users can also put pressure for some changes to be adopted. Because Bitcoin only works correctly with a complete consensus between all users. Changing the protocol can be very difficult and requires an overwhelming majority of users to adopt the changes in such a way that remaining users have nearly no choice but to follow. As a general rule, it is hard to imagine why any Bitcoin users would choose to adopt any changes that could compromise their own money. Okay. The last question of the security section, is Bitcoin vulnerable to quantum computing? Yes, most systems relying on cryptography in general are, including traditional banking system. However, quantum computers don't yet exist and probably won't for a while. In the event that quantum computing could be a imminent threat to Bitcoin, the protocol could be upgraded to use post-quantum algorithms. Given the importance that this update would have, it can be safely expected that it would be highly reviewed by developers and adopted by all Bitcoin users. Okay. Here is the help section. If you need help or any questions, I had like to learn more. Where can I get help? Then you see this section, the all resources about the Bitcoin and community pages and Wikifact. You will see the community fact and the Wikifact. Okay, community pages of Bitcoin. Here is the forum, social networks, meetups, IRC chat, many non-profit, whereas the non-profit organization. Here some countries that Argentina, Australia, Austria, Chile, Germany, Ireland, Israel, then Italy, Netherlands, Poland, Slovenia, Spain, and Switzerland. Okay, if you need any question, and then you can post a tweet and Facebook and Bitcoin forums, Reddit's Bitcoin community, and then Bitcoin stack exchange question and answer, and here is more questions about the Bitcoin. You can see that yeah, there is something else. Can I buy Bitcoins with PayPal? Is it possible to buy physical Bitcoins with PayPal? Here lots of question how it is able. We will have next video. We will discuss the frequently question answer. Then let's see. Let's wait for next video. I will be there and for being with you. Thank you everyone and for watching this video, and please like, comment and subscribe my channel, and if you have any questions please comment and ask me. Okay, thank you very much.